Hi everybody, welcome to Little Tree Yoga. My name is Miss Natalie, and today we're coming together to breathe, to move, and to use our wonderful imaginations, that great gift that we have. So thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to come onto our mats. And we're going to begin by sitting in a cross-legged position or an easy pose. Some of you may know it as crisscross applesauce, hands in your lap. And once we're seated, we're going to root ourselves and we're going to get really snug and comfortable, maybe giving yourself a wiggle from side to side. And just relaxing our arms. And then we're going to zip up our spine. So pretend you have like a little imaginary zipper just below your belly button, and then zip that zipper up. And you'll know when that zipper's all the way up when your heart is shining oh so bright to the sky like the sun. And your shoulders are down and relaxed. That's it, you've got it. Now you're sitting in easy pose. Now, what we're going to do, now that we've connected with our body and our body is nice and strong and firm on the ground, we're going to connect with our breath and the rhythm of our breathing. So what I'd like for you to do is keep sitting up nice and straight, and I'm going to ring my bell. And when you cannot hear the sound anymore, it sounds like this. When you cannot hear the sound anymore, I'd like for you to place one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest. So you look something like this. All right, we're going to connect with the inside of our bodies. Here we go. Listening carefully, so when you cannot hear it anymore, place your hands on your belly and on your chest. Now pay attention to your heart beating in your chest. And then notice your breathing. Is your breath coming in your nose and out your mouth? Is it coming in your nose and out of your nose? Can you feel your breath in your chest and in your stomach? What about the thoughts in your mind? Now let's try to slow down our heart and slow down the thoughts in our mind by slowing down our breathing and breathing all the way down into our stomach. Are you ready? On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, breathe in. And slowly let it go. Let's do that again. Breathe in. Bring that breath all the way down to your toes. And slowly let it go. One more time. Let it go. How do you feel? What are the thoughts in your mind like right now? Do you know that sometimes when the thoughts in our mind become really busy, our bodies follow? You can place your hands on your knees. When you have a lot of thoughts in your mind, maybe when you're in the class and you can't focus and you want to do this and touch this and do that, or when you're lying in bed and you can't fall asleep because the thoughts are so busy in your mind, it's difficult for our bodies to settle down. Our bodies, they follow the thoughts in our mind. You kind of feel busy in the mind and busy in the body, or like you have ants in your pants. Have you ever felt that way before? Well, do you know what? It's kind of like sometimes our minds are really busy. I think of it like hot soup. Can you take out your favorite bowl of soup and you want to eat it, but it's so hot. So you add some crackers to it, maybe some cheese, salt and pepper. Keep adding things, whatever you like. And you go to eat it, but oh, it's too hot to eat. It's not a bad soup. It's still the same lovely soup that you love to eat oh so much. But it's too hot. Like our minds. How do we cool our hot soup down? How can we cool that soup down? What do you do, or what do mom and dad do to cool that soup down? You're right, they blow on it. Sometimes we can just sit there and wait as the clock goes tick, 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 tick. Some of you might put an ice cube in it or some cool water. And then once the soup is cooled down, it's the best soup ever. And that's like our brains sometimes. It gets really hot, maybe full of emotion, in our bodies too. There's just so much energy and we don't know what to do. And just like the soup, we can blow, breathe in and breathe out. And we can let time pass as well. So we could count maybe to 10 or to 20 or 30, however much time that we need to cool down. What I have here, I've created these bottles. You may have seen them before. They're called calming bottles. And you might look at this one. I'm going to come a little bit closer. And you'll notice that it's clear. Can you see through it? It's a little bit yellow, but look at this one. So this here is like our hot soup. We can't really see clearly through it because of all the thoughts that are floating around in our mind. And this bottle here is clear. Our thoughts are settled. They're not gone, they're settled. So when our minds are clear and warm, we can problem solve. We can think better. We can make better choices. When our minds and our emotions, our thoughts are floating around like this, we can't really see clearly because there's too much going on. So what I'd like for you to do with me is breathe nice and deep. So just like we did at the beginning, we took a breath in our nose as slowly as we could, and then we let it go. Now I like to use the breath because I like to hear myself breathe. It helps to keep me focused. But some of you can breathe in and out of your nose. It's your choice, whatever you choose, okay? So here we go, sitting up nice and tall, okay? Or you can actually, if you like, some of us like to lie on our bellies in a sphinx pose, just like this. So you can choose that as well. I'm gonna stay this way. And I'm gonna shake this bottle up. And then we're gonna take some breaths together until all of those thoughts settle down. Are you ready? Here we go. You can turn those corners of your mouth up into a smile too. Focusing on the letters settling to the bottom of the jar. Allowing our minds to focus. And to settle. And now I can see you through the calming jar. And when we're calm like this, it helps us to problem solve. And it helps us to focus better and to think clear. Okay? All right. Well, the reason I chose to talk about being busy is because I came across this amazing book with some super duper illustrations. And the story is called The Very Busy Spider. And this spider was so focused on spinning his web that he did not allow any of these barnyard animals to distract him. So we are going to try to distract the very busy spider as we breathe and move and use our imaginations. Are you ready? I'm glad, I sure am too. Okay, let's start with this wonderful book by Carle. Early one morning, the wind blew a spider across the field. A thin, silky thread trailed from her body. The spider landed on a fence post near a farmyard and began to spin a web of silky thread. Now I need you to help me be that wind that blows that spider across the field as a thin thread trails behind. Are you ready? Okay, so what I have here is I have my spider. And we're gonna sit up tall again. And we're gonna blow that spider across the field. Are you ready? Ready, here we go. Breathe in through the nose. Pause and blow. Oh, let's try to get it even further. It didn't make it all the way to the fence post. Are you ready? Let's breathe in. Pause and blow. A little further that time, but still didn't make it. Are you ready? One more time. I know we can do it. We have to do it together. All right, sitting tall. Here we go, breathing in. And go. Yes, we did it. We did it. All right, now that we're on that fence post, let's spin our web through our hands. So sitting nice and tall, let's breathe in through our nose. And then we're gonna reach over to one side, shooting those webs out of our hand. Breathe in, reach up, let's go to the other side and blow out. Back up to center, and let's move forward as we thread our web straight ahead and down. Breathing in, reach those arms up and spin that web behind us. Let our hands fall, our arms behind. Excellent job. Placing the hands onto the knees. Now, as the spider was busy spinning her web, a horse came by and he said, "Nay, nay, want to go for a ride?" Let's see if we can distract that spider by turning ourselves into a horse. Here we go, coming onto our hands and knees. Excellent, just like that in a tabletop. We're gonna bring one knee forward and step it down between our hands. And then we're gonna breathe in and reach our arms up. And we're gonna neigh, neigh, gallop horse, gallop right through that field. Neigh, neigh. Look at you go. Whoa, you're so fast. Let's place those hands down. Come back to a tabletop. And now we're gonna bring the other knee up and forward. Inhale, reach those arms up. And let's gallop through that field. Neigh, neigh. You got it. Look at you go, rocking your body back and forth. Excellent. Placing the hands down, coming onto the knees, and sitting on the heels. The spider did not answer. She was too busy spinning her web. Moo, moo, said the cow. Can you find the cow? Where do you see the cow up here on my spider web? You're right, there's the cow, the black and white cow. Moo, moo, said the cow. Let's come back up into a tabletop, just like this. And we're gonna breathe in, look up. And then we're gonna blow out and go moo. Looking in, breathe in, up, let your cow udders hang down. And moo. One more time, breathe in, look up. Look at the sun, and now moo. Look into the belly at your cow udders hanging there. But the spider didn't answer. She was too busy spinning her web. Baa, baa, bleated the sheep. Do you want to run in the meadow? Should we try to run in the meadow? Or we can just be a sheep bleating. Let's come back into a tabletop. I love it. I love how your hands are underneath your shoulders and your knees are under your hips. And then we're going to walk our one hand forward and then the other hand forward. We're going to breathe in and then we're going to sit back and go, bah. Try that again. Breathe in, come forward, and breathe out. Bah. You're doing fantastic. One more time, breathe in. I want to hear you bleeding. Bah. Walk those hands in, and let's sit back on your heels. The spider didn't answer. Why? You're right, she was too busy spinning her web. Next, ma, ma, said the goat. Would you like to come and jump on some rocks? Okay, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna come back onto our knees and our hands, but this time we're gonna tuck our toes behind us. Can you see my toes? You wiggle your toes? There. Tuck those toes under, breathe in, and then breathe out. Now from here, we're gonna bend our legs, breathe in, and then we're gonna jump. And we're gonna ma. Look at you go. Get those feet up. Be super careful though, and remember to move with your breath. Breathe in, breathe out, ma. Breathe in, breathe out, ma. Look at how focused you are on your breath. You should be so proud of yourself. Did the spider answer, do you think? No. She was too busy spinning her web. What a focused spider. She has her mind on one thing, and that is spinning her web. She must really be focusing on her breathing. Oink, oink, grunted who says oink, oink? The pig. Want to roll in the mud? Coming onto your backs. There we go. All right. Ooh, that feels good to lay on your back. Let's bring one leg up. And now you're going to take the same arm and take your hand and grab the inside of that leg. And then you're going to bend the other knee and grab the inside of that leg. And then we're going to roll from side to side. If your body tips to one side, that's okay. Come back up to the center. Roll in that mud. Oh, that feels so good on the back. It's a little massage on the back. Can we all oink like pigs together? Here we go. Oink, 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 oink. Oh, you're doing a great job. Okay, let's stop in the center. Bring our hands behind our thighs, just like this. And let's rock and roll. Rock and roll, just like the click beetle, if you heard that story before. And we'll sit up here. The spider still did not answer. She was too busy spinning her web. Oh, next we have what do we have? Here it is. And what does the dog say? You got it. Woof, woof. Oh! All right, let's get back into our tabletop on our knees, our hands. Breathe in your nose, tuck your toes. And lift your tailbone up to the sky. Can I hear you? Woof, woof, woof. Be an angry dog. Woof, 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 woof. How about a happy dog? Okay, let's inhale our tail up to the sky. You can waggle that tail, bend the tail. Happy dog. And now bring that foot down to the mat and take a breath in. And breath out and reach the other tail to the sky. Look at how long your body, wow, look at how you can stretch that body all the way from your toes to your nose, to your fingertips. And bring that leg down and come onto your knees. The spider still did not answer. She was busy spinning her web. Wow! The time that it takes to spin these webs, so focused and so busy, her attention is just on one thing. Next came the cat. Meow, meow, cried the cat. Do you want to take a little kitty nap? Let's pull out our whiskers. Maybe wipe our face. Clean our ears. And then come down into a child's pose. Resting your forehead on the floor, on the mat. And let's take 3 deep breaths together here. 1, 2, 3, and if you're really still, you might be able to feel your heart beating on your thighs. Okay, rolling back up. The spider didn't answer. She was still really busy spinning her web. What does the duck say? Quack, quack, called the duck. Do you want to go for a... That's right, you finished the sentence. Swim. Let's come on to our duck feet, our web feet. We're going to spread them out pretty far apart so we can balance. Can you do this? Yeah. All right. Take your hands, place them together, just like this, and then bring your elbows inside of your legs like this. There you go. Quack, 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 quack. Or we can even maybe do a ducktail. You can bring your hands behind your back and interlace the fingers and create like a little tail. Quack, 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 quack. I'm going to stick my head in the water. Let's see. Can you see my ducktail in the sky? Do you want to try it? Go ahead, you try. Quack, quack, quack. All right, let's shake that water off of our backs. Wow. The spider didn't answer. She had now, oh, the spider didn't answer, but you know what? She had now finished her web. Oh my goodness, I wonder why she was so focused. What is her web used for? Along came a rooster. Cock-a-doodle-doo! Want to catch a pesky fly? I wonder what the spider's going to say this time. She's not busy spinning her web. Let's be that rooster here, okay? And we'll try to get the spider's attention and cock-a-doodle-doo really, really loud. So place your feet apart like this. Yep, just like that, like a star. And what we're going to do is we're going to take one foot and turn it just like that, away from our body. Okay? And we're going to bring our arms up. And then we're going to bend that front leg. And on the count of 3, let's cock-a-doodle-doo together, and we'll try to get that spider's attention. 1, 2, 3. Cock-a-doodle-doo! Let's try to get on the other side. So straighten that front leg. Turn this foot back. Make train tracks with the feet. And now let's take the other foot and turn it away. And we'll bend into that knee. Ready? On the count of 3, we're going to cock-a-doodle-doo even louder. 1, 2, 3. Cock-a-doodle-doo! Just then, zoop, a fly was trapped into the web, and the spider caught the fly just like that. Can you be that spider? Let's come up onto our feet and our hands. And we'll be in the center of the web, and we just catch that pesky fly. And then along came an owl. I wonder what that owl would like to know. What does the owl say? Who, asked the owl. Who built that beautiful nest? The spider did not answer. She had fallen asleep. It had been a very, very busy day. Let's come onto our bottom, just like we started today. And we're going to try to turn our head just like an owl. You know what? I'll go this way. So let's breathe in, bring our arms up, reach up. And now we're going to crisscross our arm across our body and reach for that opposite knee. And we're going to breathe in and bring the crown of our head all the way up to the top of the spider web. And then we're going to look over our shoulder and go, whoo, whoo. Inhale, bring your head to center, arms up. And now let's twist the other way. And what does the owl say? Whoo, whoo. Come back to center, bring the arms up, place the hands down, come up onto the knees, and sit back on the heels. And let's go to sleep like the spider. Breathe in, and then breathe out. What do you sound like when you snore? That's funny. All right. Well, thank you so much for moving with me today, for breathing with me, and for using our imaginations together to create such a wonderful story. All right, so if you like that story, can I get a thumbs up? Thank you. It's one of my favorite stories. So, the next time you feel really unfocused and your body is really busy and you can't just look at one thing like the busy spider, think of that calming bottle, or maybe even make a calming bottle and use it as a tool and put it maybe in your breathing toolbox. Or think of a bowl of hot soup and come to your breath, or come to your time counting your numbers, and allow everything to settle down, down, down. So you can feel in control of your thoughts, your body, and your feelings. Okay? So let's bring our hands to our heart. We're going to take a deep breath in, and on the exhale or the breath out, we're going to say the word calm. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, breathe in. Calm. Do it again. Calm. One more time. Calm. Thank you for joining me. You should be so proud of yourselves. I'm so proud of you. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.